Yo, what is going on, guys? JoeCost7 here, bringing you another Black Ops 3, bringing you my first Infinite Warfare gameplay commentary since the release of the game. Today, I'm currently making this video Tuesday, November 8th. The game came out on Friday, November 4th, and this is a while since the game did come out, but this is the first commentary that I got to make. And the only reason I did not make a video earlier than this is that I got caught up at all the double XP. I was grinding the game too much. I really wasn't motivated to make a video while I was playing the game. That's all I really wanted to do, is just play the game. But now double XP is over. I got my grind in. I'm currently, I think, first for Siege level 30. I think that's enough for one weekend. I'm probably going to play the rest of this week because I do have off for election day and I have a teacher's convention in my school. So that's definitely going to be my attempt at Prestige number 2. But for now, we are going to get into the first commentary, talking about Infinite Warfare, my thoughts on the game, how it's been performing so far, how the community's been adapting to the game, and their feedback and their reaction to the whole game. So there's two aspects of the new Call of Duty that everyone can clearly see. There's negative and there's positive feedback that everyone can see in the community. It's really obvious. If you have even looked at the game, seen gameplay, seen trailers, or hear anybody talk about the game, you already know right off the bat that there's a huge controversy about whether this game is good or bad this year. Now, there's a lot of things pointing towards the bad feedback of this Call of Duty. There's a lot of negative feedback. If you look back just a couple of months ago, before the game even came out, just the reveal trailer had 3.3 million dislikes and is the second most disliked video on YouTube. Before the game even came out, before any multiplayer gameplay was even shown, right off the bat, the community was already backlashing simply on the fact that this game was set in the future. And that just gave the game a bad reputation right off the bat before anyone even bought the game. Now fast forward a couple months after that, the beta for Infinite Warfare comes out. I think the community really enjoys when the beta comes out, because from my personal experience, me and all my friends were really scrambling to get beta codes, play the beta before the game came out. And I think it adds hype to the game because the community can really play the game and give the developers of the Call of Duty that year feedback on what they think about the beta, and they can make changes prior to the release of the game. And I think that really does help out with the community and the interaction that they give. So I think that really does help to build up a more solid game. But even after the beta came out, there was still negative feedback on the beta. There was still people complaining about so many things in the beta that were bad in the game. Now after the beta came out, they made a couple changes, some big, some minor. The biggest of the changes were the balancing changes that they made since the beta. The snipers in the game during the time period of the beta were kind of overpowered. They had way too much aim assist. I honestly would turn a corner, I would see a sniper, and I would be more afraid than I would if I saw someone with an assault rifle or a submachine gun or a shotgun, simply because the aim assist in the beta with the sniper rifles is so much. And I know people are going to think that the sniper should be that way because, it's more fun, it's easier, and they should deserve more of an advantage because sniping is more difficult. But the way it was in the beta was way too hard. So when the release of the game came out in November 4th, they did make a change to the snipers. They nerfed them so much. There's a whole list of in the patch notes of the things they've done to the snipers. For example, the quick draw attachment for the sniper rifle no longer makes it aim down sights nearly as fast. The aim assist for the snipers is also so noticeably reduced that the sniper community actually backlashed on it and got kind of upset that they made the snipers that bad compared to how they were in the beta. Another thing in the beta was the lag. I've never played Call of Duty during a beta or during the release of a game where the lag has been so bad. And I can understand that during the beta the lag was bad simply because of the fact that it was a beta. You have to understand there's so many people playing on the server. The servers aren't entirely ready for that many people to be playing on the servers at once. And it's not the complete game. The game isn't fully complete yet. It's not done being made. So you can expect there to be lag. Hit detection to not be exactly how you would like it to be, but that's just what you can expect from a beta. Even though that was the case, the lag was still unbearable to deal with in the beta. And I'm not even talking about like little lag or like disconnecting from games. I'm talking about lag so bad that your frame rate drops below 20 and you can't even walk. Like if you try and turn or walk or shoot or anything, your frame rate is so low to the point where you don't know what you're doing. You have no other option but to lay down and just pray for the 30 seconds up to even a minute, 2 minutes that the frame rate is so low. Just pray that no one kills you. 99% of the time you're gonna die in that situation. You just have to take the death. Even when you're on a high kill streak, which has happened to me multiple times, you just have to accept the death. But the lag was very bad in the beta. That's all you can really say about it. New features in Infinite Warfare that we haven't had in previous Call of Duties. We have rigs, loadouts, and the traits. Now, we did have specialists in Black Ops 3, but the rigs are something we have not seen yet before. They have a weapon and a trait with each rig that you pick. Now, these rigs compared to the specialists in Black Ops 3, honestly, I don't think they're nearly as strong as the specialists on Black Ops 3 were. Some other features they added that I thought were kind of cool in my opinion were the taunts mid-game. Now in Black Ops 3 and as well as Infinite Warfare, we have taunts at the end of the game that you could do for the top 3 on the leaderboard that are for the winning team. But they also now have taunts mid-game that you could do with left in the D-pad. And what that does basically is your guy just uses his left hand and just does a taunt, you know, whatever he does. It's just a small feature the game added that I thought was kind of cool. One of the other problems that Infinite Warfare had that people did not like right off the bat before even hearing about it, and now that's even in the game, people still have a problem with it, and I feel like we'll forever have a problem with it in Call of Duty. That is the supply drop and variant system that we have in Call of Duty. For the past 3 years of Call of Duty, we've had supply drops and variants of weapons. Now the variants in this game, Infinite Warfare, are not nearly as bad as they were in Advanced Warfare. Now in Infinite Warfare, at the time of this video being made, you cannot purchase supply drops. I'm sure that's going to change sometime in the near future. I would be extremely surprised if they did not make it so you could purchase supply drops, but currently you cannot purchase supply drops. But the variants as well in this game don't give you that much of an unfair advantage. I just recently got this gun. It is a legendary NV4, which allows you to get the nuke kill streak and also gives you less recoil on the gun. Does that give you an unfair advantage because you can get a nuke and the guy playing next to you cannot get a nuke? Yes, it does. And that is why the community has a problem with it. But this issue of variants isn't nearly as bad as it used to be, so it's kind of a step in the right direction. But the fact that they're in the game is also kind of unnecessary. It does add to a fun little factor in the game, but at the end of the day, it is kind of aggravating. It does get the community kind of upset about it. Now, as it comes to this game, I do have a couple of complaints. Now, I know that these complaints are just general complaints that everyone playing the game has, and I know that these are most likely going to get fixed. And I know that my voice also really doesn't make that big of a difference, but I feel like it just should be out there just so just in case you're watching this video, you don't know much about Infinite Warfare, or you haven't noticed these problems yet, you kind of will be able to notice them just from watching this video. And I've already mentioned it before, but it's going to have to be the lag. Now, in the beta, the lag was so unbearable, like I previously stated, but they didn't fix it. I thought when the game released, the lag would be gone, but if I had anything to say about it, I could say it got so much worse. The amount of times the game will start and I can't walk because my frame rate is so low, and the fact that it happens mid-gunfight, and like when I'm on a kill streak, in the worst possible way, this lag screws me over and bends me over in every single way possible. I've never experienced anything like this in my entire life playing a video game. It's so bad. Now let me explain to you what kind of lag this is. I know I talked about it before, I know I said it's with the frame rate, but I don't think you truly understand unless you've experienced it. I will probably put gameplay of this lag on screen. I will show you what it looks like. It's extremely disgusting. You'll just be walking, minding your own business, playing your game. Maybe you're on a kill streak, maybe you're not. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden, your game will start lagging. Now, it'll feel like connection lag. It will feel like there's something wrong with your connection to make you start lagging, but it's not. And what'll happen is your frame rate will get so low. Now, you're supposed to have 60 frames per second. Your frame rate will feel like it's in the single digits. Maybe you have 5 or 6 frames a second. Because like when you turn or shoot or something, you just can't see your screen. Like you're getting 1 frame a second. Like it's terrible, and you think it's the connection. But what I've done multiple times is if you press the Xbox button. Now I am playing on Xbox, not PlayStation. So if you press the Xbox button, it'll basically minimize your screen. And when it minimizes your screen, your frames go back to normal, which I thought was kind of odd. Because if it's a connection issue, when I minimize the screen, why are the frames going back to normal? So when I go back into the game after I've minimized the screen and looked at the main menu and then go back into it, 90% of the time it fixes it. But I have to like sit in the menu screen for like 10 seconds, and then I go back and it'll fix it most of the time. Now sometimes the game wants to be a little bitch and just not fix itself and just last forever. Like the lag won't fix itself. I could do that 20 times. The lag will just stay. And that's when I really want to throw my controller out the window. But I can't. I have to just fight through it because I'm having a good game. I have to just continue it. And can they please fix it? Just fix it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just fix it. Going on with the idea of like the new rigs that they've added with this game, there's one rig that really has caught me and all of the people I play with, all my friends, by surprise, and we just love it. Like it's just such a cool thing. Is the phase shifter? They're the phase shift, whatever it's called, and it's with the FTL rig, and you get that at level 15, and you don't get the phase shift until about 40, I think. So level 40, as soon as you hit level 40, I really recommend you use the phase shift. It's this really hard thing to understand, but basically when you use it, you go into a separate dimension as anybody else in the lobby with you, and you're pretty much by yourself, practically invisible to everyone else for about 3 seconds, and you can't see anyone, no one can see you. It's basically used to just maneuver around the map, like when you're in a sticky situation, to get out of it. So if there's like a guy in front of you, you want to get behind him, you just use it, get behind him, and then you'll see where he is after it's over, and he'll see where you are after it's over, or he won't, because he won't know where you are. And it sounds like it can't be that good because you can't see where enemies are while you're using it. And everyone thought the same thing when I explained it to them, like all the people I play with. Then I showed them my game clip that I got with them that I'm going to show you right now. And I think it just speaks for itself. It's enough to show you how good this rig really is. And I think everyone should use it because it's so good. And that's pretty much all I have to talk about for today with Infinite Warfare. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a like. Give me some feedback on the video. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry for not posting a lot recently. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks. I got sick for a little bit, and then I had school and sports, and at the time I figured since Infinite Warfare was coming out in like a couple of weeks, why not just wait to put out Infinite Warfare video instead of just playing and getting a Black Ops 3 video. So that is why I haven't been posting a little bit, and I still am kind of sick right now. My throat's been bothering me. I might sound a little different, but I hope in the near future, I do have off from school the next couple of days, and I have the weekend coming up. I'm going to try and get at least 2-3 more Infinite Warfare videos out for you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you have any feedback on this video or any idea for Infinite Warfare videos. But anyway, that's all I have for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.